Before the monster ever wore the face of a clown, it wore the face of a father. And before Derry learned to fear the dancing demon beneath its streets, one man, one little girl, and one single deal rewrote the entire nightmare timeline. Tonight, we re-enter Derry, not through legends, but through memories stolen, twisted, and weaponized. Because the question no one wants to answer is this: why did an ancient cosmic being of pure light choose to become a clown? And more disturbing, whose face was it actually wearing? Welcome to the truth that the trailers only hint at. The truth Halloran tries to bury. The truth Iris tries to forget. The truth Pennywise wants you terrified to know. And a warning: once you hear this story, you cannot close the psychic box again. Now let's go to the beginning. Not the 1960s, not the 1930s, but the cursed cycle of 1908. The backstory no one survived to tell. The visions hit Halloran first. A black and white world flickering like damaged film stock, shadows melting at the edges, and at the center, a man who looks real enough to touch. Bob Gray. The original. The father. The last human face Pennywise ever needed. But Halloran isn't seeing a memory. He's inside a psychic reenactment crafted by the it entity itself. A trap. A message. A warning. Bob Gray stands beneath the spotlight of a crumbling carnival tent, holding the hand of his daughter, a little girl with 3 wild tufts of hair, painted cheeks, and a costume stitched from worn velvet. Periwinkle the clown. Iris before the world broke her. And behind them, a presence neither human nor visible, but heavy enough to bend the air. The it entity. Watching. Choosing. Because back then, it did not yet wear makeup. No orange wig. No pointed grin. It hadn't chosen its favorite camouflage. It was looking for a face. And Bob Gray was unraveling. Some say he heard voices during the carnival tour. Some say he saw lights beneath the sewers that no ordinary man should see. Others believe he wandered too close to the well house and never truly walked out. Whatever happened, he cracked, and Juniper Hill locked him away. Iris grew up visiting a father who no longer recognized her, and a creature beneath the town watched her with growing curiosity. A child who escaped a cycle, who survived Pennywise's hunger, who was spared. Why? Because someone, maybe terrified, desperate, maybe dying, made a bargain. Take me, wear me, but leave my daughter alive. And the it entity accepted, not out of mercy, but because Bob Gray's face was perfect, friendly, familiar, a performer's face, a clown's face. And just like that, the it entity had its costume. Halloran's breaking point. Back in the present, Halloran is drowning. His psychic box, the mental cage he forged to suppress his terror, has been ripped open like paper. Every nightmare, every fear, every ghost he locked away is now free, including Polly, including the memory of his grandfather, the single image Pennywise uses to torture him again and again. And because Pennywise tastes fear like sugar, he keeps feeding Halloran visions. Visions of Iris. Visions of Bob Gray. Visions of a little girl standing in a periwinkle costume once again, but this time older, trembling, haunted. Because yes, Iris survived the 1930s cycle, but she did not escape Pennywise. She was spared by it. And nothing comes without a price. The dagger, the turtle, and the lie. Meanwhile, Hanlon brings the others a weapon, glowing faintly in his hands. The dagger. A relic that seems to burn Pennywise just enough to make it recoil, but not enough to kill it. The kids think they found a miracle. Lily thinks she's invincible. And Pennywise is laughing. Because the dagger isn't the real protection. The real protection is something else entirely. Maddie's little turtle bracelet. Another cosmic force. Another ancient being. The eternal rival of it. But even that may not be enough. Because plot armor belongs to the monster. And too many kids haven't been found yet. The body count is going to rise. In another part of Derry, the storm is building. The Legion of White Decency gathers in shadows, masks pulled over their faces, torches burning like angry stars. They believe they're hunting Hank. They believe they're restoring order. But the truth is much darker. Pennywise is whispering to them. Not with words, but with hunger. Chaos feeds him. Violence fattens him. The augury demands blood. And so they head toward the black spot, completely unaware that they're pawns in a plan older than Derry itself. Hank is just the excuse. The town is the sacrifice. And the entity beneath the earth is ready. The Mrs. Kirsch twist. Now let's talk about Iris, the woman you know as Mrs. Kirsch. The sweet old lady, the one who smiles too politely, the one who warned Lily not to enter the sewers. Yeah, that one. She isn't harmless. She isn't innocent. And the trailers are hiding something on purpose. Scenes of her walking through attics, scenes of her touching old costumes, scenes of her whispering at night. There's a theory, and it's growing louder. Mrs. Kirsch is still bound to Pennywise. Spiritually, psychically, maybe willingly. The periwinkle costume is her trauma, but it might also be her tether. Some believe that the telescope figure Will saw wasn't Pennywise at all, but Iris herself, dressed in her old costume, wandering like a ghost that never left 1908. Others believe Pennywise uses her like a puppet, a mouthpiece, a memory storage device. Either way, the reveal is coming, and it is going to be brutal. Quick question for you. If you discovered that Pennywise's clown form was actually stolen from a real human being, would that make him scarier or somehow more tragic? Vote in the poll on screen. And if you're deep into Welcome to Derry theories like I am, you might want to stick around because the next episodes are about to detonate the entire lore. All right, back to the story. And what happens next? The visions intensify. Halaran begins to break. Hannelin's family fractures. Will loses faith in his father. The Legion moves toward the black spot. Iris slips deeper into her memories. And beneath everything, a cosmic being pulses with anticipation. Because the question everyone keeps asking, why did Pennywise choose to become a clown, was never the right question. The real question is, what did Pennywise take from the man who wore the makeup first? And what did it promise in return? We're about to find out. This chapter of Derry isn't about monsters. It's about bargains. Deals made in darkness. Fathers trying to save daughters. Children trying to survive legacies older than their family names.